a little crazy, so let me explain it. NLE Choppa, rapper NLE, he was doing this like interview podcast type of thing, man. This shit was epic. It had like Ray J, um, Jonathan Majors from Creed, Kirk Franklin was there, all kinds of like powerful people that have been through a lot in life, you know what I mean? So they wanted to come together and have like a real honest discussion about like struggles and religion and all kinds of shit, you feel me? So let's get into it. What happened was NLE was trying to make a point about like when it comes to religion, first he said that we are the people, right? And we're here and God's here, and religion and all these things are like little obstacles that come in between us. And it should be way easier to like for the people to be with God without needing religion or to pick a religion or to pick what church you go to and all this stuff, right? So I understand the point he was making. But then he made a point that kind of confused the world. That's why it's going viral, where he was like, he doesn't agree with praising Jesus because he feels like we should be praising God. And Jesus is just God's son, which basically makes him our brother. So why should we praise our brother instead of praising our dad? You feel what I'm saying? And like, I kind of understand his logic of how he's looking at it. But religion is tricky because it's like, it depends on how you receive it. Everybody can like look at something in a different way and like, just they perceive it in a different way, and in their mind it means something different to them. You feel what I'm saying? So for me it just felt like the way I look at it, because I grew up with being Catholic, so we look at it a little different. To us, Jesus and God is the same. It's like one and the same, right? It's like God wanted to come to earth and be a human for a little while, so he put himself in the body of Jesus. And that's why he had the powers and he could do all these magical things that me and you cannot do, right? Because we're full human and he wasn't. So that's how we look at it, right? But everybody has their own way of looking at it. I don't feel like anybody's wrong. I don't feel like, he was wrong with how he feels and how he looks at it. At the end of the day, it's all about love, right? It's all about us coming together, loving each other, loving him, respecting each other, and that's it, bro. That's the universal, that's the meaning, regardless of what the fuck you choose. If you choose like, a different way of looking at it, a different religion, you want to be a Buddhist, like it's a billion things you could do, bro. But at the end of the day, if we're all like love each other and love God, I think that's just the whole point of it, you feel me? So, I don't think this should be such a big deal, like all the backlash and all the craziness he's getting. I think it was just a man trying to explain something and maybe couldn't explain it exactly how he wanted to. And at the end of the day, man, I just think it's dope that he was brave enough to even have this convo, because this is a convo that most people would be scared to even talk about, because they'll be scared of getting canceled, losing friends, family, business, you know what I'm saying? Most people just shut up and they act like fucking robots. Like, so, it was dope that he was brave enough to even have this convo, and he's in the hot seat right now, but it just opens up so that we can have more conversations about it. So I know this is a dope ass topic, and you guys have a lot of comments and things that you feel, so go ahead, leave it on the comment section. Let's start this conversation, man, because I think it's a real interesting one. We talk a lot about darkness and evil and bullshit, and Trump talking about he ain't going to heaven and all kinds of weird shit. Yo, sit down, uncle. Like, we ain't on that over here, B. So to have a conversation about the light and God and good and you know what I mean? It's like a breath of fresh air, bro. It's like finally, you feel me? So let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. Like and subscribe.